Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to Travel Talk Live, another edition of Travel Talk Live. Happy Friday's Eve. I hope everyone is doing okay. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm always trying to make sure that you can hear everything I'm saying. I forgot to put in my AirPods, so let me know if the sound is sounding okay to you. And as always, just go ahead and drop a hello in the comment section. To those who don't know, I'm Tabitha, the owner and founder of the Travel Krewe, where we're creating phenomenal travel experiences for phenomenal travelers. And this is our Travel Talk Live session. Thank you to everyone that's tuning in. You may be tuning in from our Facebook business page, Travel Krewe. Also, we have a YouTube channel at the Travel Krewe, and please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to grow our family. And some of you may be tuning in from our Travel Talk Facebook group, which you could always, feel free to join the family and join our Facebook group. I say this pretty much every week, but if you are tuning in from the group and you want to make a comment and suggestion, go ahead and register your name. You'll see a link in the post, and that's just so I know who you are. Sometimes I get comments, people say, "Oh, you didn't give me a shout out and I was saying something." If you don't go ahead and register your name, I don't know who's talking, and it just comes across as Facebook user. So this is a good way to make sure I know who I'm speaking to. And or you can just put, "This is such and such." I just want to make sure I know who I'm talking to. So Trudy says, "Sounds good. Thank you so much." And Sandra says she can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. How is everybody doing today? Did you have a good week? You had a little bit of a shortened week because Monday was 4th of July. Feel free to let me know what you did for 4th of July. Did you celebrate? To my people in NOLA, did you go to Essence? I heard Essence was really good this year. It's been away for 2 years and they came back pretty strong. I couldn't do Essence this year. Wish I could have, but I couldn't make it. So if you did Essence, I would love to hear how it went and let me know. But just let me know what you did for the 4th. Let me know some of your plans. And like I said, just feel free to drop a hello in the comment section. I see people coming into the room. Again, if you just joining, this is Tabitha, founder of the Travel Krewe. And today I'm going to discuss travel apps. So, now we can't go anywhere without our phone. You remember when I remember when I got my first cell phone. I would use the phone for just long distance travel, pretty much. I got it when I was still in college, and my cell phone would stay locked up, or maybe not locked up, but I didn't really use it on campus until I was coming back home, and I would need it in my car for safety reasons. Now it's like, if I step out the house and I don't have my phone, I have to seriously contemplate, do I need to turn back around? And I know I'm not the only one. I have turned back around and went back and got my phone. We all do it. But our phones have become our livelihood. And so many things now with technology, there's so many things that you can have at your disposal, that the phone has everything. So that has happened with travel now also. Your travel can just be so much easier now with just, everything that you have access to it on your phone. And I just want to make sure that we talk about it. So let me just look in the comment sections. All right. Somebody said great, meaning they had a great weekend and they went to see Hamilton. I don't know who went to see Hamilton. I don't know who this is. Let me know. I have a feeling this is one of my femme fatale sisters, but I don't know. But whoever it is, let me know. How did you enjoy Hamilton? Oh, it's not. It's Trudy. Okay. Did you like it? Did you like the production of Hamilton? I know a lot of people went. Just put that in the comment section. So to those in New Orleans, Hamilton had their touring company come through. I'm missing all the fun stuff. Ooh, and she loved it. That's awesome. I saw I've only seen the Disney version or the version that was on that you could stream on Disney, but that's good. Glad you enjoyed that. That's a good one. Yeah, and anybody else want to share what they did for the fourth? Please drop that in the section. So we're gonna talk about the travel app. So, like I said, your phone is always with you now. So why not just go ahead and get those things to download those apps on your phone to just make your travel experience that much better. And that's what I'm gonna talk about today. Now, feel free also, as you're telling me what you did for the fourth, go ahead. If you want to share your favorite travel app, I want to hear it because there's so many things out there that we don't know about and stuff. And this is what we need to do. Let's talk about it and help each other out and see what we can, what you may like. So let's go ahead and kick this off. So the first thing, and I have mentioned this before, I've probably mentioned it, if not last week, week before. I know I've mentioned this more than one time. One of the major things you need to have on your phone to download is the airline app. The app for the airline wherever you're flying to on when you fly for your travel destination, vacation, whatever. And that's because that's the best way to get the alerts on delays, flight changes, gate changes. I hate a gate change. And by that meaning, you're headed to one gate. I've done it, been heading to one gate, and the app got an alert on the app, and I had to change gates. But what would have happened if I didn't have the app? I wouldn't have known until maybe I got to, the original gate destination. So having an airline app on your phone is really beneficial. It's one of the first ways you're going to get alerts on those type of things, gate changes, delays. You can track your luggage like that, track arrival times, all of that stuff. So that's the first one, real general. I'm not going to go into too much detail because, like I said, we've discussed that before. Another thing, I've mentioned this probably, is your banking and credit card app. Simple things. Doesn't need much explanation. When you're traveling, it's good to have access to it because then you can access your balance, if you need to get customer service or anything like that. So your banking and credit card app, of the cards that you're bringing on your trip. Next thing, a lot of people do this. A lot of us do this, is either Uber or Lyft, to download that on your phone. I rarely Uber in New. I think I've Ubered one time in New Orleans. Most of the time, if I'm using Uber, I'm traveling. So it's a good thing. Uber is in many countries. So the app, I'm not going to say it's universal because I'm not going to say it's in every country, but it is in many countries. So Uber is a good thing too. And you've heard me mention this before also, which is your favorite streaming app. I know you've heard me talk about either having it on a plane or anything, but how that can help you out, especially if you're in a foreign country and you want to watch something and maybe you're limited on the channels that you can find that speak they have English speaking shows or whatever. You got your streaming apps, and that it doesn't even necessarily have to be in another country. I've used my streaming apps domestically as well. Just I want to watch what I've been watching, and that is Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, whatever your favorite streaming app, you can go ahead and download those. So that's just the basics. Most of y'all pretty much know that, but it doesn't hurt to touch on it. Let's see what we have here. Hey, Andrea, thank you for joining us. And those people that are just joining, if you don't know, I'm Tabitha, founder and owner of the Travel Krewe, where we create phenomenal travel experiences for phenomenal people. And tonight we're talking about must-have travel apps. So we just went through the basics just now, but let's dive a little bit deeper into some that you may or may not know. Like I said, if you got suggestions or you want to talk about your favorite app, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. And also feel free to put any questions or comments in there as well. So back to the list. So the first one is My TSA. This is a good app to have because different things. You can use this app to see what you can bring with you, what's going to get through the TSA line, and what you can have in your carry-on luggage, things like that. It's also going to give you information on nationwide delays for some of your favorite airports. So I know I told you to get the airline app for your airline, but the TSA app may give you some details about the actual airport. And some things like how busy an airport is. It'll also give you a list of which airports are utilizing or accepting TSA pre-check, because believe it or not everybody always accepts TSA pre-checks. So the My TSA app is a good one. So you can see that down there. The next one that I have on my list is the Smart Traveler app. Now, this is the associated with the Smart Traveler program with the government, U.S. government, federal government. And this one is basically, it gives you country updates. So if you're visiting another country, I mentioned it was either last week before last, that you need to enroll in the STEP program and something when you're traveling internationally. Here's an app that you can also use to get the updates. So if if anything is taking place in the country, and by anything I mean like any political unrest and things like that, things that you need to be aware of and stuff, you can find it on that app. Also, that is a way to apply for the STEP program. I know I gave you the website previously, but you can go through the app also to do that. So that's the next one, Smart Traveler. The next on my list is Pack Point. Now, I'm sorry, my notes are a little bit everywhere. I can't prepare, y'all. I had notes. Pack Point is an app that's getting a lot of popularity because it takes the hassle out of packing. So what this thing does is, or this app does, is you can put in where you're going, how long you're staying, what activities you plan on doing, and then it will generate a packing list. Now, I know some of y'all live for packing lists, because I found out when I sometimes, I have just let you have free downloads of packing lists, and they're very popular. And if you ever go on one of our hosted trips, I usually have a packing list in there. And I found out some of y'all y'all ask, like, when are we getting the packing list for this trip so I know what to pack? So, thank you for loving the packing list, but this is also something you can do, Pack Point. And you can see I put, look at the bottom of the screen, I have the name of the app there. So Pack Point is actually going to create a custom packing list that you can save for future use. It'll let you share your packing list with fellow travelers, and you can check the weather conditions. So that's a good one also, is Pack Point. The next on my list is Lounge Buddy. Now, this is something I have mentioned this app as well. This is when we were talking about upgrading your travel experience, Lounge Buddy. Now, you want to get this get this app, because as I was telling you, you need to start experiencing the airport lounge lifestyle. I told y'all it's a different type of vibe, and I need y'all all to just experience it. And what that app does is it lets you know what lounges are available in the airports, as well. You can buy day passes from there, because there are lounges where you don't have to necessarily pay for their, a lot of times lounges come as part of reward programs after you've achieved a certain level, like, oh, I'm platinum status, diamond, whatever the case may be. But you can also just buy day passes as well. So the Lounge Buddy helps you identify those, and there are airport lounges. Not everything is associated with an airline. Sometimes there are lounges that are just associated with the airport. So the Lounge Buddy app is going to help you find that out. So that's a good one also. And if any of y'all have used some of these apps that I'm talking about, let me know about your experience in the comment section. I want to hear, if you like it, you don't like it, work for you, it didn't work for you, I want to hear it. All right. I see some more people have jumped in. Thank you so much. I welcome you. I appreciate y'all for joining me on Friday Eve. To those who just joined in, I'm Tabitha, owner of the Travel Krewe, and tonight we're discussing the must-have travel apps you need to have on your phone before your next trip. So, the next one we're going to talk about is, I'm going to call it XC, and if it's pronounced some other way, oh well, I messed it up. And let's see, Andrea had already put this in. So Andrea says XE currency, so I know how much money I am spending. So this is the app you need for international travel. Because let me tell you, those exchange rates will get you every time. You don't always want it. You see something beautiful and stuff like, oh, I want to buy it. You don't have time to be thinking, what is the US dollar in euros? Okay, 7 euros. What does that mean in dollar? Nobody wants to think about all of that. Or, you don't have time to always calculate it. So this app lets you put the amount in and convert it to your currency, whether you want to go from US dollars to whatever country you're in, or vice versa. This is the app to use. I think this is great for immediate purchasing, like if you're out shopping or those impulse buys. It's different when you're planning your trip, and you may, okay, this is going to cost this many euros and that's this dollars and stuff. You don't have time to figure out all the calculation when you're just there in the spot. So definitely this currency app is good. So Andrea says she wants to know how much she's spending, because that's the thing. When you budget your money for a trip, you don't budget it in euros. You're not budgeting it in rand or dirham. You're budgeting it in your US dollars. So you need to be able to keep track like that. So for all my people traveling internationally, if you're going to be using another country's currency, make sure you download this app. XE, it probably had a capital E in it, but go ahead and download. That's the app you want to download for your currency. Okay, currency exchange. And moving along, we're going to keep talking about apps and stuff. Oh, wait, got a comment. Sandra said, what about credit cards? So actually we did that. That was at the very beginning. When we first started, I mentioned credit cards. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about I did mention downloading your bank and credit card company to your phone, their app to your phone, to keep track of that. If that's what you mean, let me know, Sandra. Or are you talking about the currency app? Will it relate to the credit cards? Let me know. I want to make sure I'm answering your question correctly. But if you're talking about credit cards, we did mention that in the beginning, to go ahead and download your bank and credit card apps, whatever app is associated with that. All right. So we're going to move on to the next app on the list. And this, I have Maps/Google Maps. And Maps, I meant to put iOS. So that's that. Some people use the maps that comes with the iPhone, and then you have Google Maps. They serve the same purpose. But you want to get this. And I know some people use what is it, Waze or whatever. Get you a map app. Why this is essential is, like, especially if you're road tripping, it helps. But not just for road trips. It can help you when you walk. You tend to, when you're traveling or you're on vacations, I don't know about you, I tend to walk more because I'm not going there with a vehicle if I've flown in, and you're walking to different sites and stuff like that. And it helps because you can select the you usually can select, like, driving, riding a bus or a bicycle or walking, And it's good to just let it guide you to where you need to be, because sometimes you're like, you're like, wait, it said I don't see it quite here, and all that kind of thing. So it's good to have something guiding you. I did that recently when I went to New York City, and I was walking from my hotel trying to find some spots and stuff, and I just popped in my AirPods and had the map tell me where I was going, and it was good. I was just walking and listening, saying, in so many feet, make a left, and that was pretty cool. So I would definitely say download a map app. Google Maps, or the one that comes with Apple and the iPhone or whatever like that. That's a good one to have, especially if something happens and you get lost or anything like that. It's just a good thing to help you figure out where you're going when you're not at home. Another one, also for international travel, that I encourage you to do is Google Translate. Of course, I know there's other translation apps out there, and if you like other translation apps better than this one, let me know. Put that in the comment section. So Google Translate helps also when you go to another country. So I still stand behind what I tell y'all. I tell y'all, wherever country you're visiting, learn the basics. You need to learn how to say hello, goodbye, thank you, please, how much, bathroom, police. You need to know those essentials. But there is an app that helps you translate. It will let you speak into the app, and it will reply, I guess you could say, back in the language that you're looking. So if you were in Italy, you could ask your question to the app, and then it would come back. The person that you're trying to communicate with would hear your question in Italian, as well as they can communicate also. The other thing that this app lets you do, you can take a picture of something. Like if you saw a sign and you didn't quite know what the sign was or what it meant, you can take a picture of it, and then the translation will also appear on your phone. So that's a pretty good one, as well as to have Google Translate. Okay. So Andrea says she has used Google Translate. So how did you like it, Andrea? Inquiring minds want to know. Also, somebody said, hi, ladies. Hi. Thank you for joining, whoever you are. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. So yeah, Google Translate. It's a good thing to have, like I said, on your phone. And I mean, how convenient is that? A while ago, you would have to have a map, a little book with a translation guide or something like that, and it would have been all kind of stuff. And now it's all on your phone. So definitely get Google Translate. Excuse me. And like I said, I know that's not the only translation app out there, but it's a very popular one. And Andrew said she liked it and it worked really well. So that's something that you need to do. Uh-oh, y'all, it's Zelly Boo. She in the house, y'all. Hello. So glad to see you. All right. So more people. Love it. So those who are coming in, we've been talking about travel apps, and we still got more to share. So you may have missed out on some, but we still got more. And to those who need to catch the replay, and I should have said this, if you're going to watch this on a replay, put hashtag replay in the comment section. Let us know that you tuned in then. And these videos, you can always go to our YouTube channel to rewatch them, or if there's something you missed and you just want to catch a little part of it, it's all on the YouTube channel at the Travel Krewe. So you can do that. And please, like I said, go ahead and like and subscribe. All right, Zelly. She's partying already. All right. So we're going to get back to the app. So we talked about Google Translate. So here's the next one I want to talk about. And I would love to hear if y'all use this. And that's WhatsApp. Now, let me tell you why I'm asking if you use this, because I think this is so interesting. Everybody, and when I say everybody, Everybody across the world uses WhatsApp except the United States. I don't know how. I mean, it's available to us, and there are people who do use it. But when I say that, I think in the US, especially depending on your age, Facebook is usually up there. Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok and Twitter, that kind of thing. But WhatsApp is like number one everywhere else. And I think that's so amazing. I don't know how I'm not complaining about it, but I just think it's funny that it's not as used here when we're considered to be US is supposed to be the leader in everything, but we don't utilize WhatsApp. So if you use WhatsApp, let me know in the comments section. So let me hit the okay, people already commented, so let me see. All right, I'm assuming this is Zelly Boo. I got somebody saying, hey, okay, hey back. But I'm letting y'all know if y'all tuning in for the group, y'all gonna have to go ahead and register. You only gotta do it one time, y'all. You don't have to do it every time you stream. Once you register, you're good to go. Then I can see the name. But if not, hey, whoever told me that, I got one Facebook user said, yes, it's good when Wi-Fi is not available and you want a video chat or talk. Okay, and I think that was Leslie. And then Andrea says, I have used WhatsApp for years. People in other places post stories in WhatsApp. This is true. And I got another Facebook user saying, I use WhatsApp. And Zelly Boo, the ultimate travelista, that's the name I just gave you. She uses WhatsApp. So, all right. So this is the thing, and she clarified it was her. So WhatsApp, what it is, it's a social media app, and you can use it for messaging, group messaging. You can use it for video chats. WhatsApp, excuse me. Now you can do stories like you do on Facebook, TikTok, IG, whatever. They do stories now and stuff. So it is a common social media app. You will see it used overseas, or whatever, internationally a lot. You will actually find businesses, international businesses, that will post their WhatsApp link, handle, whatever you want to say, number, WhatsApp number. I think that's how they do it. Also, so that's how common it is. I'm not saying it's not used in the United States. It's just not as popular as it is in other countries. That's what I'm saying. So that's a good app to have. And the reason why you should download it is just like what I said, because it's used so much internationally. When you need to communicate with somebody, like let's say you're in South Africa, and I'm speaking this from experience, and you have your tour guide that wants to meet with you and stuff. Instead of you worrying about calling or in the number, they'll just connect with you through WhatsApp. It also saves you from having to give out your personal information as far as like your cell phone number and things like that, because then you just have your WhatsApp number, your WhatsApp link. That's a good way to communicate, and you'll be shocked how many different businesses, international businesses, drivers, tour guides, hotels, whatever. You'd be shocked how many people use WhatsApp. So that's a good thing. It also helps when you're in a group and you're traveling. Everybody can just communicate. You can make individual special groups through WhatsApp. That helps. There's video chat. I don't think I've ever used video chat on WhatsApp, honestly. I don't think I have. So somebody in here said they did it, that they used the video chat. Zelly, was that you? Let me go back. Somebody said it's good when Wi-Fi is not available and you want a video chat or talk. I think that was Zelly. Let me know if I had that right. Andrea says she used it everywhere: USA, St. Lucia, and Dubai. And Zelly Boo says she loved using it on a resort in Jamaica. Andrea said WhatsApp is used via Wi-Fi, so if they don't have service or cell plan, they can still use it. So that's the thing right there. Thank you, Zelly, for confirming it was you. Andrea says I have used video chat on WhatsApp just last week. Sandra says she used it when with her daughter when her daughter was in Germany. So see, it's a good thing to use internationally. So if you don't have it on your phone, do it. So like I said, it's not that people don't use it in the USA. It's just not as popular for some reason. It's not the number one downloaded app in the USA. That's how I should say it. Whereas in other countries, it's like the top app. So I just thought that was interesting. Why it's not the top app here when it's so convenient. It's used so much, and like you could see everybody here was talking about, oh, when I was at this resort or when I was in this country, I had to communicate with my daughter. It's great like that because you just communicated through an app. So download WhatsApp. It's a good thing to have. All righty. Thank you everybody for the comments. I appreciate that. I did want to ask Sandra, when you talk to your daughter, were you doing the messaging or did you do video chat? Let me know how that was. All right, getting back to everything. Thank you for everybody that's tuning in and watching, whether you're on the Facebook business page, the group, or on YouTube. So we just finished having a really good discussion about WhatsApp, and Andrea made a good point. It's good if you don't have a plan that will cover that communication because it operates off of Wi-Fi. So we're going to talk about Wi-Fi. And here, well, not Wi-Fi, but connecting. So the next app is called Tunnel Bear. Now, Tunnel Bear it starts off free, but I think if you try to upgrade to a premium level, there's you have to pay. But what Tunnel Bear is, so is it helps you it gives you a private connection. So if you have to access the internet while traveling, you pretty much know that you're going to be on a public network, and that may or may not be beneficial for you. So you want that. A lot of times people want a virtual private network. That's what VPN stands for. And this will this isn't the only one. I know there's other versions, but Tunnel Bear is a format to go ahead that will help you encrypt your browsing data to keep your information hidden from hackers and advertising. And let's see, the app comes with 500 megabytes of free browsing data each month, or you can opt for unlimited data at a low monthly rate. So it starts off free, but like it says here, if you wanted unlimited data, that it would cost you something, But like I said, this is something, if you wanted that, some people when they travel, they do go ahead and work while they're traveling. Some people are like, I'm out, no work, whatever. But this is something that you can consider is Tunnel Bear. There's some other ones out like that, but this is an app for a VPN service, a virtual private network. Tunnel Bear is a good one. All right. Sandra said, going back to the WhatsApp, that she did it for the video chat. So she liked it. So see WhatsApp. Go ahead, y'all, and download that one. And we just got finished talking about Tunnel Bear. So the next one that I want y'all to try or download. I have not downloaded this one, but I am. I've heard about it, but I haven't done it yet, but I am. Flush. Does everybody know what that's about? I'm pretty sure you can fill in the blanks. So Flush is the app that you want to use when you want to find public toilets, public restrooms. When you're in a new destination, it is you put in the destination and it lets you know where there are public restrooms. When you're touring, a lot of times you just walk in everywhere, and so you can't rush back to your hotel to use the bathroom every time. And you just need to know. So it's not even just a map. They'll some people, I think it'll let you know if there's a fee to use the restroom, because in some countries you actually have to pay a fee, which actually is not a bad thing, because I was in Italy and paid a fee and went in the restroom and it was lovely, because they use that fee to like keep things clean, and uh toilet paper in there, so you're not bringing, still have your own tissue with you in your purse, pouch, whatever, but it's nice to know that that's what the fee is going towards. So I think Flush is a good app. I would love to know if anybody has used Flush, so if you used it before, let me know, because I think that'll be good. Somebody's cracking up because I said Flush. It's an app, y'all. We all use the bathroom, so why not know where to go? Yeah, public restrooms are a big thing in other countries. I'm not gonna say in every country. I know in Europe it's a big thing. Um, it is. There are public restrooms, and you have to pay. And why not know ahead of time which restroom you have to pay, which doesn't? I'm not sure if if this app does reviews, but it says it has a database of more than 200,000 toilets. So I think that's pretty good. And you can also search without an internet connection. I'm like, yeah, that's a good thing. Girl, you know how to act. See, you laughing. But see, the next time you traveling and you're like, oh my God, I have to use the bathroom, you're going to remember Flush. So go ahead, y'all. Get that on your phones now before your next trip. You're going to download Flush so you know where to go when it's time to go. All right. Back to the apps. This is a good one. So we're almost to the end. Oh, I had made a cute little tracker at the bottom. Didn't even use it. Must have travel apps. That's what we're talking about. All right. I'm just showing off now. So this app, the next one we're going to talk about is Time Shifter. Now, I'm going to let you know now, Time Shifter is not a free app. Just to let you know, but Time Shifter helps with jet lag. So let me read my notes on this. It helps you to avoid jet lag long before your flight departs. It's thanks to neuroscience research on circadian rhythms and sleep. It is going to give you recommendations based on your age, gender, typical sleep patterns, and specifics about your trip. It will tell you when you should avoid or seek daylight and when you should stay awake or take a nap. The result is a gentle jet lag experience. Now, why I think this is a good thing is because jet lag is a beast. Y'all, last November, I went to Dubai, right? So I went from New Orleans to Dubai, which is a 9-hour difference. So Dubai is 9 hours ahead. Stayed there and then had to come from Dubai to LA, not LA, Louisiana, LA, Los Angeles. I was there a couple of days. That's 2 hours behind where I am now. And then came back to New Orleans. I was beat. That was too many time changes and stuff. And it was just crazy and stuff. And I was trying my best before each destination to get accustomed to the schedule, especially when I had to come from Dubai to LA and then LA to Louisiana. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even really think I slept the best in Dubai. I enjoyed myself, but I was just so thrown off. So, like I said, jet lag is a beast. And what this app does is you can set when you want to start transitioning, and it will set like, okay, 2 days before, you should go to bed at this time and wake up at this time, and it gets you ready. And then it says avoid sunlight during this time. And meaning, the way I was looking at it, it would be like if you on a plane and maybe it's daylight, maybe you need to just sit on a plane with like your mask on, your eye mask, to block out light. And then it was kind of cool. So that is a paid app. But what I did is I found a free version. So let me go ahead and drop this for y'all. So just so you know, Time Shifter is the paid app, the paid jet lag app. But if you don't want to pay, this is what you can do. This is, if you see, this is not an app, but it's a website, jetlagrooster.com. This is free. It's based off the same thing that Time Shifter is based off of. A university, I think it was University of Michigan, don't quote me, but it was a university that came up with this. But this is supposed to be basically the same thing. What is going to be the inconvenience in this, meaning that it's not on the app, so it's not readily accessible on your phone. You're going to have to put in everything, same type of information that I just mentioned, and then you'll just have to have the schedule with you. So in other words, you print out what they say to do, and you may need to set your own alarms on your phone. You know, a little bit more work, but you don't have to pay for the app. So that's just something. If you want to pay for Time Shifter, do it. But if you don't want to pay for Time Shifter, go to jetlagrooster.com and go ahead. I plan on doing this for the next trip. I'm headed out to England at the end of September to go to the Saints game in England. And I plan on using that. I do plan on putting that, putting in the system and stuff. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm not going to pay for Time Shifter. I'm going to do the Jet Lag Rooster. It's an interesting name. But I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and set my schedule. And like I said, it was saying like when to go to sleep, when to start waking up, like how to start shifting my schedule. You can even put in the option if you want to take melatonin. It will even say take a melatonin pill right now, and it was pretty cool. I like that. So go ahead and check that out. So that was the last one that I had. So I'm just gonna go through the comment section. Let's see. Okay. My girl said, what about Google Duo? That's a good app too. And that is. So Google Duo is another one. I guess you would put it like on the equivalent of WhatsApp, I guess you can kind of say. And you can do video chat. So the reason why I didn't put that in there is because from what I understand, Google Duo is supposed to roll into Google Meet eventually. I don't know what it is. There's been talks and there haven't been talks and stuff. So I didn't list it just in case it went ahead and happened and they changed the name. But for right now, you can still download it. But be aware that it may change they may roll it into Google Meet. I don't know. But that's just something to consider. Keep in mind. All right. And the next question, will it let you know if it's a unisex bathroom or not? You know what? I don't know that. I don't see that in my notes. I don't. But that's a good one. It lets you know. I'm assuming, let me not assume, because so many things have changed now with gender identification on restrooms. So I honestly don't know, but I would say just take a look at the app. And even if you don't want to download the app, sometimes if you just search the app, the website is still there for you to get the information. So I don't know if it tells you if the bathroom is unisex or not, but that's a good question. Having your own supply of toilet tissue is a great idea. It really is. And they said, I have kept the packs. Oh, I do. So when I'm traveling and, I'm doing my little day, walking around the day and stuff, I have tissue. I also have a little mini pack of toilet seat covers just in case, and my sanitizer and my wipes, okay? Because we all about the hygiene. So yes, get you some. It's not a bad thing to have. And trust me, you'll use it because somebody else is going to ask, oh my God, you have tissue? Can I use some? So just letting you know. Let's see. Sounds interesting. Worth trying to avoid severe jet lag. Ooh, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is going to be a good one. So I am going to try the jetlagrooster.com, Zelly. I am. Okay, Sandra says, now all the apps you discussed, which ones will we need for the London trip? All of them. You need every single one. It's not going to hurt you to download. I know it was a lot. I know it was a lot. If I were you, I would get wow. I don't know. I would honestly, all of them would be beneficial to you. Um, well, you won't need Google Translate. You're not going to need Google Translate because they speak English. Um, it's on you if you want to do the pack point. Definitely, you want to enroll in do the Smart Traveler. TSA, that's on you also if you want to do it. Lounge Buddy. You may or may not need the Lounge Buddy. It's not going to hurt. Definitely do the currency exchange. Um, these are the must-haves. So I chose them for a reason. So I would go ahead and download them all, or at least keep the list. But whatever you decide, you want to do these before you leave. Have them on your phone already, so you're not trying to, like, oh shoot, this shirt looks good. Let me hurry up and download the currency exchange. You don't want to do that. It helps to already have it on your phone. So if I was just like top app, I would go ahead and put the currency exchange. Probably would be the top one I would do, Sandra, because it's not even a euro now. They're back to the British pound, and it helps. And also, why the currency app helps is, that exchange can fluctuate. It can fluctuate daily, so that's something to keep in mind. So you can put it in, and the British pound. England used to be the euro, but with that Brexit and stuff, now they've gone back to using the pound. There might be some places that use the euro. I don't know how it's going on in England. I don't know if they totally have phased out the euro or not, but that helps. It also helps, like when you're in markets, to negotiate or bargain, whatever, when you trying to shop. And I'm thinking more like open markets, not in a retail store or something like that. It might help you also. So if I had to guess one, I would go ahead and say that, but I think they're all pretty good apps. So look, let's recap before we close it out. All the different things I said that you should download. So we started out talking really quickly. I've said it before. I'll keep saying it. Get your airline app. So whatever airline you're flying on, go ahead, download that. It's the best way to get all your updates, changes, whether it's a gate change, delay. You can track where your luggage is, that kind of thing. If it made it on the plane, I always get it so happy when I get that message like, your luggage has made it on the plane. I'm like, thank you. Excuse me. For you need your banking and credit card app. That's for your debit and your credit cards. So you can always look at your account and know what's going on. You can track your spending. It's also a good way, should emergency happen, you can always see it. Of course, Uber and Lyft. I always feel those are good ones because most of my travels are not road trips. So I'm not with a car. So I need to depend on some type of transportation. And Uber and Lyft is a lot of places. So it's a good app to have. Oh, I'm sorry. Your favorite streaming app: Netflix, Hulu, Stars, BT Plus, Disney Plus, Prime, whatever it is. If it's yours, go ahead and download that because it's good for entertainment, just to have something to do. So you downloaded that. Then I talked about my TSA because that way you can check what items you need to bring with you, any nationwide delays in the airports, how busy an airport is, and what airports are accepting TSA pre-check, because not every airport has to do the TSA pre-check line. It's just something to think about. The Smart Traveler app. This is a federal government app, connected with what is it? The State Department. That's what it is. Connected with the State Department. It is where you can enroll in the STEP program, which we talked about a couple of weeks ago. But also gives you alerts on the countries that you're visiting. This is and the alerts will be in case of an emergency, stuff like political uprising, protests, those type of things that comes through on that app. Then we talked about Pack Point. Pack Point, you could get your customized packing list based off of where you're going, your destination, how long you're going to be there, and the type of activities. It will generate a custom packing list for you. Lounge Buddy. This is another one that we've talked about before. But when you're trying to go ahead and elevate your travel experience, you're trying to work in that lounge life, Lounge Buddy is the one that's going to tell you where there are airport lounges available and how to help you get a day pass to those lounges. If you're not a member of whatever airline, and like I said, airlines usually have membership levels to give you access to these airport lounges, you can still get day passes. And then there are also airport lounges that are not affiliated with the airline, but they're at the airports. New Orleans has one actually, y'all. There is an actual just an airport lounge. That means it's open to whoever's flying, but you still have to get a pass. And so the Lounge Buddy app is something that can help you with that. XE, this is your currency exchange. This you need. It helps you so you don't have to put that much thought into how much is this in US dollars. This app will take care of it for you. Then we talked about either the Apple Maps, iOS Maps, and the Google Maps, a Maps app. That's something that helps, and it even helps you. It's not just about driving. Also, it helps when you're walking. Like I said, I was saying in New York City and stuff, walking around busy New York City, I had my AirPods in. It was good to hear, like, make a right in 500 feet. It helps. So download that. Google Translate, pretty much self-explanatory. It's a good app when you're in another country to help you translate. You can talk into it, and the app will respond in the language that you're looking for. So if you are in Greece, I don't know, and you're asking where is, I don't know, such and such restaurant, you can say it in the app, and then it's going to repeat it in in Greek, and the person can hear it in that native language as well. You can use the app to take a picture of like a sign or something, and then you can read the translation. WhatsApp, which I'm so impressed to hear that so many of y'all use. WhatsApp is a really good app. I think it's also good for group travel as well. So the good thing about WhatsApp is you can use it over Wi-Fi. And a lot of businesses and international businesses have WhatsApp numbers and stuff to utilize that they use. You can use it for face-to-face video, not face-to-face, but I was trying to say FaceTime, but not FaceTime, but video chatting. It can be used for that. It can be used for messaging. And now they've started doing stories like they have on Facebook and Instagram stories. So that's a good app to do is WhatsApp. Then I talked about TunnelBear. If you need that virtual private network, you're trying to make sure that there's no hackers or anything like that. If you're going to be using internet services while traveling, TunnelBear has free services for 500 megabytes, and anything after that, there is a payment plan for it. Flush. Flush helps you identify public restrooms. So it can't hurt. It can't hurt you to have this one. Time Shifter was the last app that we talked about that is a paid app to help with jet lag, but I gave you an alternative. This is not an app, but it is a website of jetlagRooster.com. It does the same thing that Time Shifter does as far as setting up a routine for you. The difference is that you will have to go ahead and set up your own alarms in your phone after using Jetlag Rooster, whereas with Time Shifter, it'll do it all for you. So that's just something to consider. These are all the apps that we went over tonight. Let's see. I got a couple more comments. All right. The currency app can help you avoid cashiers or vendors from overcharging you. Yes, most definitely. Unfortunately, sometimes people take advantage of the fact that you are not a native speaker. And so because of that, they may add on a lot more or, tell you one thing. It is what it is. I'm not going to say this is everywhere you travel to, but sometimes it can happen. So this is definitely good. Use the wallet in your iPhone to store some of your cards. Yes, that's good too. So for those who have iPhones, there is iWallet or just wallet, whatever it's called. Let's see. Try to see what do I have in my wallet. Yeah, you can do your cards, you can do the Apple Cash, you can do, also what you could put in wallet. What I do, that's where I put my boarding pass for my flights, my membership cards for the different airlines or rewards card, whatever you want to call them. I have that in there too. So you can do a lot of things in your Apple Wallet. And okay, I hear you, girl. I know you throwing the hint. She's waiting for me to post the next South African trip. Uh, I know a lot of y'all are waiting me to post a lot of trips. I know. I'm getting on it, y'all. I promise. But I do appreciate you hanging in there and supporting me. So for right now, what I would say, what you need to do. Sorry, Zelly Woo, you always a joy. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this going. Best way to find out what's going on and what's going to happen with the Travel Crew is to come here to this URL you see in the corner, thetravelcrew.com/join crew. That way you get on our exclusive email list and always be the first to hear when things are going down, when they're about to happen. And if you want to see what we have going on, this is the website, travelcrew.com/trips. We do have some right now out there to purchase. We actually still do have a couple of spaces left for the Saints trip, but that is about to close really soon. So if it's been on your mind to go on a trip, and you saw Sandra is going because she's asking what does she need to download on her phone so she could be ready. Go ahead and book it now. You know you won't be out there. You know you won't be in that number, and they're black and gold and whatever. We got 2 packages, a black package and a gold package. Go ahead and look at that. And then we also have our Melanin Drip ski trip. Like I told people, you do not have to ski to go on this trip. And if you've been tempted, like, I think I want to go with the Travel Crew, but I'm not sure, and all this is the trip to get your feet wet. It's a short trip. It's in Colorado. So you're not going to have to invest them 11 days in another country or anything like that. It's just a short little sweet trip. Come hang out with us. Go ahead and take a look at that trip. I think you'll like it. Skiing is not mandatory, so I don't want you to feel that way, but we are going to go out there and just, put a little melanin in the snow. And also we have our Paris trip coming up next May. So Paris in the springtime. So guys, I hope y'all had an enjoyable time. I hope I have given you some great information. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I talked a lot. But I hope the information was worthwhile. You guys have a great weekend. Please, oh, Zelly had one more card. Yeah, I did. I mentioned it. I did mention Google Duo. And this is her comment. She says, did you mention the app Google Duo is good for people who like to video chat with each other, but one has an iPhone and the other has an Android phone? I did mention it, and I was saying the reason why it wasn't on my list is because I heard, but it may not happen, is that they were going to combine it with Google Meet. I don't know if they are or not. So that's why I didn't list it. But for now, yes, it is available to download. So I did, but thank you for the reminder. But I did mention it earlier. I saw your comment. So thank you again for all the support, y'all. I do appreciate it a lot. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your comments. Thank you just for the support of the Travel Crew. It means a lot. Let's see. Y'all have a great weekend. Maybe some of y'all need to recover from 4th of July weekend. I don't know. Sandra, thank you. You are very welcome. I appreciate it. You're welcome, everybody. I really do appreciate it. So, you guys have a great weekend. Remember, be safe. Remember what I say about sunblock. Thank you, Trudy. Oh, thank you. Yes, girl. I can't wait. I feel you and I are gonna be travel buddies. Because you just seem like, yeah. I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate y'all staying open for travel. Y'all, let's we need to get that melanin across the world. Come on, let's go explore. That's what we need to do, explore together. So I appreciate that. Aisha, the insurance concierge girl, always informative. Thank you. I appreciate that. So like I said, this weekend, be safe. Live life to the fullest. Remember what I said, wear your sunscreen because black don't crack, but it will burn. And you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. All right.